Hey everybody, this is Eric with VBAHowTo.com, and I'm coming at you with a video about how to set up a clicker in an Access form, in a timer in Access form. Clicker with a timer in Access form, but mainly it acts like a video game. So if I click start, it starts my timer. This timer starts to go, and I'm really just activating the form timer here, and then I can go ahead and start clicking. Notice that here my label increments each time I click the button. And then when I stop, it should tell me that I did 9 clicks in 21 seconds. So it tracks whenever the time starts and whenever the time stops. And I did 9 clicks in 21 seconds. And you can find other applications for this, but this one was for, I don't know what it was for, but it was, it's actually to test it, to make it act like a video game. So, or something similar to that. So then I restart it, reset it, and what happens is that the current count, okay, Access doesn't have sessions. I know, and if you have a website, you can program sessions. Well, we got to have our own session in Access. So what's similar to sections is a table that stores the current count. So that stores the current count. That means if I close the form and reopen the form, I still know that my current count is whatever the number is here. Right now it's 0, of course, because I clicked 0, or I reset the whole thing. So here that table is good because modular level variables are good when the form is open. But what happens when the form closes? The variable goes away. And the procedural variables, the scope is just for the procedure. So I have different levels of variables. And of course, this is my FRM counter. The code. Okay, when I have this form right here, I have no timer being activated. So if I look at the design view, right click and choose design view, I'm seeing that these are just labels here, and then my combo boxes here. Now when I bring up the form properties, they get brave. Oh yeah, laying down this screen. Okay, under other, or let's sorry, event rather. Okay, event rather, the timer interval is 0. But when I have the on, again, you can get the code at vbahowto.com, and there'll be a link down there in the description box so you can check it out. And then on the timer, whenever it does do the timer, I have this variable. That's the only, pretty much the only code for the form. So whenever the timer goes, I'm updating the timer caption to what the time is right now, and my do events is so that I can make it show up on the screen. So I add do events. If you get value from these videos, make sure you click the subscribe and the like button below. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, well, as I click the clicker, I'm setting this. Here's a real key point. Whenever I open up a table to write to it, I want to open it up as a Dynaset. Okay, I'm opening up this particular table, and I'm writing through the code. And that's pretty cool, because I'm not dev sure opening this and via form to write to it, or via just a table view to write to it. I'm opening up the back in the code. And so how do I write to it? I open it up and I'll write to it db open dynaset. And then here I'm getting the current value. I'm not using any code select statements. I'm just getting the value from the dlookup function. And then I'm taking whatever the value is currently, and I'm adding a 1 to it. This is my my session variable that never gets destroyed whenever I when I close the form. When I can close the form and come back to it, and it's still there. Excuse me. So int value is int value plus 1. Then I write it back to the table. RSD edit. Remember, RSD is declared up here. Okay, I'm writing a value to the table. I'm editing the record set, or I'm telling it I'm about to edit it. I'm doing the edit, and now I want to commit the edit, update, and close it. Now this is probably not necessary, but I have it here just for grins and giggles. So, and then I update the count, the current count, whatever's in there currently. So that's what the label is, and here's my do events again to make it show up on the screen, because it has a habit of not refreshing right away. Access has a habit of doing that, and so I want to refresh it right away. Okay, when I restart the counter, here's what I'm doing. I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just setting everything's gonna be 0 again. Okay, reset the counter. Here again, open it the table and writing to it. The current count is 0 and ready. Okay, when I click the start button, okay, I'm kind of doing this backwards, but let's see, I covered the click button and this, or no, click and this. Now, what about start? Whenever I start it, okay, that's when I set the timer interval. Okay, the timer interval and the form timer work hand in hand. So they work together. Timer interval, it's in milliseconds, so I'm saying, okay, 1,000 milliseconds, which is 1 second. So every second I'm updating it. And then I'm saying, okay, well, the start time, this is a modular level start time, and equals to now, whatever the time is right now. So meet timer interval and start time. That's pretty much it with that. And then when I stop it, okay, the last button here is stop. When I stop it, the timer interval, I say nothing. It's a no, because you stopped the timer. And the stop time is now, so the elapsed time, I'm saying, okay, the stop time from the start time, and how many seconds were there between the start time and the stop time, and here's my elapsed time, and here I get my value, whatever the current value is. I look it up in the table, and then I render it in the label. And again, my do events is here. So here I'm concatenating the whatever the click count is right now, clicks in elapsed time seconds. All right, that's it. Wow, that's pretty cool. So anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Other than that, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more great videos, and make sure to click the bell notification to be made aware of every video I release when I release it. Thanks for watching.